We're recording. Am I going? Okay, we're going. We're good. Alright, I got pizza, and I got Kickstart, Mountain Dew, off-brand Red Bull. I ran out. Oh my god, this is my third time trying to film this video. The first time that I tried to film it, I hadn't realized that I had background music on. God. Hell no, totally off theme. And the second time I tried to record it, I didn't have my background music, I took that off, but my camera wasn't in focus. So, third time's a charm. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better. Bacon. So, today's topic, a bit of a controversial one. Onlyfans, right? I feel like a lot of people kind of stumble over their feet and over their words when they try to talk about OnlyFans, because it's controversial. You know, I feel like a lot of people, it's kind of hush. People don't like talking about it, or some people don't like talking about it. But you know me, we don't soften any blows around here. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna talk about what I want, okay? Toss my phone down. But yeah, so OnlyFans. I feel like this is also a topic that I am uniquely equipped to talk about because I have one. You know, I have an OnlyFans. So I'm gonna talk about shit, okay? You don't have to agree with me. Also, disclaimer, this is just my opinion. This is just a rant. You may have a different opinion, and that's totally fine, okay? We can be adults about it. We can disagree, you know, and the world's not gonna explode, okay? Okay, I just want to say that. But, yeah, OnlyFans. So, what I have noticed about... I'm gonna get all ASMR right. What I've noticed... Can you... not? Please? Jesus. About what I've noticed, Jesus Christ, about a lot of the young people these days, the younger population, is that some people, not everyone, obviously, but some people, have never encountered things like consequences ever in their life. And they just don't know what it is. So, I'll see people going on Twitter and tweeting about things, you know, that piss them off or bother them when they inevitably do something that causes, you know, consequences. And it just kind of drives me nuts. Because this probably doesn't make any sense. People get on OnlyFans and then they bitch about getting hate, essentially. And it drives me nuts. I mean, it's like, what did you expect? I mean, a lot of young people think that, oh, I'm gonna get an OnlyFans or a premium Snapchat or whatever, anything along those kinds of lines. They're gonna go and they get those. Alright, and then inevitably, they sometimes will get a negative response from that, and then they'll take to Twitter, or they'll take to YouTube, whatever platform, you know, you have, and then they'll go and they'll bitch about not being respected, you know, about, you know, respect to women's, oh my god, respect women's, it's ridiculous, why aren't we getting the respect we deserve? Jesus. Stuff like that. I'm not saying you don't deserve respect. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that you can't get something like an OnlyFans, which has, and it's not a secret either, a large majority of the population that does not respect people who have an OnlyFans, and then bitch about not being respected. I mean, that's my problem, I feel. Because it's like, what did you expect? I mean, this is the closest analogy that I can make, and I'm sorry, I'm really pasty. The sun's not doing me any favors here. Can I turn that off? It's a little bit better, I guess. But I guess the closest analogy that I can come up with is, say, for example, this can go both ways, guys or girls. Say, if you're a guy, and you go, see, and you're on a dating site, right? And you swipe on a chick, right? She's cute, but in her bio, the first thing it says is that I only date guys who are 6 feet tall or taller. Then you go in her DMs, you hit her up, and then you get rejected because you're 5'4", right? Is it right? No. Should she have, you know, or maybe it is. I don't care. That's a matter of opinion. But should she have considered your amazing personality and your incredible sense of humor and, you know, how much respect you'd give her? Probably. She probably should have. But should you be surprised that you got rejected? No. Okay, because it is stated in her bio that she does not date short guys. And maybe you don't understand my analogy at all. But freaking, do I think that people who have an OnlyFans or a premium Snapchat or whatever, do I think that you deserve less respect? No. Do I think that you should be called a whore or a slut or anything like that? No. But a large majority of the population does. Okay, so that being said, you cannot get an OnlyFans, a Snapchat, whatever, do those kinds of things, and then act surprised when you get a negative response from that. Is that just me? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. It drives me nuts when I see people complaining about stuff like that, like on Twitter or things like that, and you know, or they did that stuff in the past, and now they're trying to move on from it, and then they're all pissed off that people aren't just forgetting about it, you know, and that people won't let it go, or you know, the pictures of their boobs keep resurfacing, and they're like, oh my god, just drop it. That was in the past. It's like, yeah, sure, it was in the past, but this is the internet. It's forever. What did you expect? Like, you can't get something like that and not know these kinds of consequences. And there are consequences for this shit, okay? A lot of people think that they're just gonna go and they're just gonna sign up for it, you know, for maybe a couple of months, get a couple of subscribers for a little bit, which it does not work like that, by the way. And then, oh, I'll delete it later and forget about it and everything will be fine. Nope, nada, niet. No, it does not work like that, okay? If you post your boobs or anything else that you post on a site like that, you feel me, on the internet, it will never go away, okay? And if you're like the 1%, right, who has, you know, you don't really have any subscribers, you post it one time, you think, okay, that was a bad idea, you delete it, nobody sees it, right? Nobody screenshotted it, nobody shared it, it's gone. Okay, fine, maybe you can get away with it. But if you have, you know, any sort of a decent following, rather, and I'm not talking about a huge following, even just a couple thousand followers on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, whatever it is, and you advertise it and you get quite a few subscribers on OnlyFans, chances are, and these are some of the consequences that a lot of people who do that, especially a lot of younger people, do not realize and do not take into consideration, is that 99% of a chance it will get screenshotted, it will get shared, it will leave the OnlyFans platform. Okay, so whatever you post on there, you have to be okay with it being shared everywhere, because it will. Okay, that's consequence number 1. Number 2, if you do have any sort of a larger, you know, platform, even just a decent size, even if you're just a smaller person, right? And it's actually, especially if you're like a smaller, you know, if you have a smaller following and you're trying to grow your following and you advertise it, right? You put it on, the only way to grow on OnlyFans is to advertise it, right? At least a little bit. So you're putting it out on Instagram, put it on YouTube, you tweet about it, right? You know, to try and get people to subscribe to your OnlyFans, you know, whatever. And you do that. Another consequence is that who do you have? If you have a larger subscription base or a larger following on Instagram, chances are your family is also going to follow you, your friends, your coworkers, okay? So there is a large chance, right, that if you post about it everywhere, creepy Uncle Mike is also gonna see your tits, okay? And that's also something that you have to be prepared for, all right? Your coworkers, your friends, your family, they might not subscribe, but they'll know about it, alright? And things like that, and that's, you have to know, okay? And if there are people who you don't want to see in your life, who you don't want to see stuff on your OnlyFans, don't get one. Okay, don't get one. If you're not okay with people seeing that shit, do not post it. Because it's on the internet, and they might see it. And then you can't complain about it if they do, alright? Because what did you expect? You posted it for people to see. I mean, you can't bitch about people seeing it if you post it. That kind of a thing. Also, another consequence, which I feel like a lot of people also don't take into consideration, and that's something that I learned myself. Dating is also very impacted when you have something like an OnlyFans or a premium Snapchat, or you sell pictures or videos of your body on the internet for profit. Okay, there are consequences in that kind of an area too, because a large majority I'm gonna say large majority so many times. Somebody play a drinking game on how many, take a shot every time I say large majority, okay? But a lot of people in the world, especially men, do not agree with that kind of a lifestyle. They don't like people who have them, you know? And a lot of times, now I'm asexual, and I don't really date, so I don't have an issue really with this, but it's something I've seen a lot. Some guys will just straight up ask you if you have an OnlyFans, and if you say yes, you'll get ghosted. Sometimes, not every time, not every time. But if a guy does not want to date a chick who has an OnlyFans and you say you have an OnlyFans, it don't matter how hot you are, okay? How big your boobs are, how great of an incredible personality you have, they're never gonna know because you're gonna get ghosted. Alright, if you say yes and they don't like that, you will get ghosted. Or they'll probably trash talk you out, call you a slut and all that other shit, and then they'll ghost you, okay? If you are not okay with that, don't get one. Don't have an OnlyFans. If you can't handle that kind of rejection, don't get an OnlyFans. Don't do it, okay? And don't bitch about it when it happens, because you should expect that. That is what is going to happen at least probably a couple of times if you're trying to date, okay? Don't act surprised, all right? Is it right? Everybody, people are entitled to their opinion. It's a preference. Just like some girls don't want to date short guys, some guys don't want to date chicks who sell their body. And I think that's perfectly valid. That's fine, okay? But don't bitch about it if you're not okay with that. Okay? And also, don't lie about it. I'm just gonna say that here. If you have an OnlyFans and you're trying to date and somebody asks you if you have an OnlyFans and you don't want to get rejected, don't lie about it, okay? Because if you had just told the truth, sure, they might have thought you were like a whore or something like that, and I hope YouTube doesn't like me or is fine with me using that word, although I'm gonna keep using, I don't really care. But say some people will say, or call you names, but if you lie about it, and then they find out later, not only would they have just called you a whore first, now you're a lying whore, okay? So it is never a good idea to lie about that kind of thing. If you're thinking, well, I'll hook him in and I'll show him how awesome and amazing I am, he just needs to give me a chance. Don't, okay? Don't. It's never a good idea to lie about anything, especially in the start of a relationship. Okay, just don't do it. It's not a good idea. It's never the right answer to lie, because then they're gonna be pissed about it. Okay? They're gonna be really pissed about it, probably, later on. And it'll probably end up with some broken hearts, okay? So, that's also just shit that I see people kind of complaining about sometimes, and then I go, well, what did you expect when you signed up for it? I mean, we're not in a dream world, alright? I mean, sure, everything should be, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Women should be able to do whatever they want, with their own bodies, and they should be respected and not discriminated against in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, ideally, right? That would be the best. Ideally, right? But this is not an idealistic thing, okay? This is reality, alright? You will get discriminated against, alright? You will get called some names, probably. There are a lot of people who don't support that, and if you are somebody who cannot handle rejection, someone who needs people to like you, if you're somebody who you really highly value, other people's opinions, and, if you're really sensitive, do yourself a favor, don't get one. And if you do not bitch about it on the internet when you can't handle it. Don't, because nobody else wants to hear about it, okay? Nobody wants to hear it, alright? And maybe that seems a little bit mean and a little bit cruel of me, but I mean, I kind of don't care. And I am so pasty right now, the sun is not doing me any favors. But, I don't know. You just don't, just know your audience, alright? If you can handle that stuff, all the power to you. But don't bitch about something that you know is gonna happen, because you're not gonna change. Like 99% chance, all the people who don't like people who have OnlyFans, they're not gonna change their opinion overnight. It's not gonna happen. So don't be surprised when people don't like it, because I don't want to read your nasty tweets about it, okay? Drives me nuts. I don't know. That's my rant, I guess. And I feel like that's exclusive to a lot of younger people, and that's not just younger people, but I feel like a lot of people, especially from my generation, around my age, I'm 22, right? Are just not. I don't even know how to explain it. They just no consequences for their act. They just do. They think they can do and say anything, and everything's gonna be perfectly fine and okay. And you know, everybody has to agree with them. And if you don't agree with me, then I'm right, you're wrong. Shut the fuck up. Shit like that. And I just don't. I don't agree with that. Sorry, I don't. If you can't handle it, don't get one. And don't complain about the consequences of your actions after you get one. Okay? Just don't. Nobody wants to hear it. If you get an OnlyFans and then you start complaining about it, you're not gonna get sympathy. At least not from me. And not from a lot of other people. They're gonna say, well, what did you expect when you got one of those? I mean, I have one and I'm not getting rid of it anytime soon, but it's just... Come on. Come on, man. Come on. I don't know. That's my rant. That's my rant for today. I am very pasty. And the sun is coming out. And I'm gonna... Oh my god, dude. I am probably going to melt in the sun if I stay here any longer. I need to finish my pizza that's probably gonna get cold. My caffeine. I have to go renew the tabs on my car today. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. I've been doing lots of stuff. I got a root canal also a couple of days ago, so my face hurts too. They gave me these prescription meds. Did you know I have to take one every 6 hours for 5 days? I have to set an alarm 4 times a day, every 6 hours. What the fuck? Has anybody ever had one of those before? I swear to god, I was not prepared. But, anyways, random shit aside, that's just what I wanted to say, you know? Know your audience. Quit bitching about shit that, you know, that you should expect. You know? That's all I'm saying. And if you have something like that, like an OnlyFans, or Snapchat, or whatever, or say you go all the way and you're on Pornhub, you know, whatever, all the power to you. Just don't bitch about the inevitable negativity that you are probably going to get. At least a little bit. You might not get a lot. I don't get a lot of negativity. But I also just don't care. You know, it's like one of those things. I'm kind of surprised that I haven't gotten canceled on the internet, actually, with all the controversial shit I talk about. We're also almost at almost at 100,000 subscribers. I don't remember where we're at exactly at the time of this video. It's like 98 and a half or something like that. We're almost there. And that means I'm gonna get my play button. And oh my god. I swear to god. That's gonna be insane. It's gonna be so crazy. I can't wrap my mind around that. But anyways, also shameless promotions. All my links are in the description down below for any social medias that I'm on. I also have an alternate channel called Salty Alty for gaming content. If you want to see that kind of stuff, because I'm not posting that over here. I'm also over on Twitch at Salty Alty 2, also linked in the description below. Yeah, all my links are down there. I'm kind of everywhere. I'm not on Twitch as much nowadays because I'm moving again. Jesus Christ. I'm kind of all over the place. Moving to Utah. What? Bro. Get some ASMR mic noises up here. I'm moving to Utah. Okay. It's kind of crazy. But, yeah. I got a lot of stuff going on. So sorry that I've been absent, but I'm gonna be here so much more. You aren't gonna be able to get rid of me. That's how much I'm gonna be here. Okay? So much. And I'm eventually... God, look at this shit! Look at my face. I'm sorry, Mike. Look at my face. I blend in to the wall. It's not just my face either. Look at my hands. That's just natural lighting. It's natural lighting, dude. I don't have any filters on. And if I lower the contrast or the exposure, it just makes me look weird. God damn it. I can't even film. I can't even film because the light makes me transparent. I swear to God, man. But, yeah. Anyways. thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys thought, whether you agreed with me or disagreed with me. I'd like to know you guys' opinions on these kind of things. Link them, or not link them, put them in the comments below. I will try to get back to you. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. I will be back sometime later. So, bye!